It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll see Johnny Wilson. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Eagles and the Giants on Thursday night primetime.
Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brett. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Callaway. Caught. It's Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain. Two. The numbers in last week's ball game for Wilson. 10 catches, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
2nd and 2. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to... goes along, probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Got a man here. It's Wilson. And finally down he goes as they make it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught inside the 5. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Callaway. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Hyatt goes in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And Wilson with it, complete. Now they take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll make the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
In motion right is Wilson.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Garrett Wilson.
Touchdown, Giants.
Garrett Wilson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break at this week. Let's say week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, down at the 31. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hurts.
And to the left side here, Wilson.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Hurts. Going right back to Wilson. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Hurt sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Marvin Harrison Jr. from 3 yards out. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in early going.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Neighbors,
70 yards.
and the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They will take it down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
Oh, look at the juke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He connects with Hyatt. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Well, the Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
That is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. That ball caught by Harrison. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marvin Harrison Jr. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you. The action from the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Operating from the gun. Callaway. There's a short one caught by Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Up the middle they go. Morris. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Hyatt goes in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Callaway. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Back to throw. Callaway. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Short throw caught by Pitts. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And this is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. It's brought in by Wilson. And they'll have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, he'll give it to Harrison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already. And this time he is in. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Giants' 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus. Time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. They've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. Over right there at the 22-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Callaway. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Operating from the gun. Callaway. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And that flag accepted. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught downfield by Harrison. He is out of bounds inside the 35. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. They go play action with Hurts. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Back to throw. Callaway. That one finds Hyatt.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.